Hi, this is Sue from the Mountain Canary Company. We're going to discuss how to winterize your tack.
Hi folks, I just came in from outside. It's colder than heck. Well, it is February here and it is moist. It's going to rain again today or maybe even a little snow, but it's cold. And I still haven't warmed up, so I haven't taken my outside clothes off yet. We had already shot this once and I was pleased with it, but Sue came in and said, you know, we can't do that. Duffy was back there licking his privates. Well, oh crap, I had to go back and do it all over again, so here we are. So, but that's probably more than you need to know. But I had some folks come in here and visit and help, needed help on a project. I helped them with a couple times already. They came in the other day, and while we're sitting here working on this and drinking a cup of coffee, that one of them looked up at my tack and said, geez, Ed, that saddle you're riding all the time here, it's got beautiful fleece on it yet. How come you haven't worn the fleece off the front of yours? And I've got a brand new saddle that Terry just made me, and my fleece is all kind of tore up. I says, oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. I thought about it and went, you know, there's no reason why your saddle pad should tear up the fleece on your saddle. And I got thinking about it. I said, well, you know, I think there's more than this than meets the eye. I said, where are you storing it? If you sit in the garage, we brought all our saddles in the garage thinking it was a nice and warm place where to keep them. Well, I said, do you have any mice or rats in the garage? Well, we've just seen a problem with it looks like a rat. Well, your rat right now has got a beautiful nest going, made by your fleece. Because I looked at that carefully, and you could see the teeth marks of a big rodent. Well, that got me to thinking about some of this and why I'm even talking to you about it. Sure not to make fun of the folks that this happened to. I just appreciate the opportunity to share information with you guys. Now look, wintertime is a very deceptive time. We don't ride as much as we should. And when we do ride, our stuff gets all grubby. We have to bring it in and clean it up and dry it off. But now, one of the biggest culprits we're going to deal with is that horse trailer with the title of that, what they call a tack room on it. And some people start believing that tack room's something to store their tack in. That's handy. I don't have to store it in the house. I just leave it right there. Well, okay, your tack rooms are not rat-proof or mouse-proof. They're also not mildew-proof. All that moisture in there won't dry your saddle out. What happens is it starts to rot your saddles. So leaving it in there and let it figure it out, come riding season, you're going to have to shave all the mold off of it, isn't a good idea. I made a mistake one time. I left it. Oh, it was end of September. I left a saddle in my tack room on my trailer. Oh, I fiddled it around and went back in there one day. Oh, whoa, there's my saddle. I better get that thing out of here. I pulled it out and it had mildew growing all over it. Now, that saddle was well oiled. That saddle was waxed really good with LP. It went in with a lot of resistance to this stuff going on. LP has got a bee propolis in it, which helps with mildew and rot. I cleaned it all off, and yet still, through those surfaces of protection, it got down into the leather. It actually started to pit the leather in a couple places. Now, we're a little different here. We're a heck of a lot moister than a lot of places. But that doesn't matter. That's still going to get you. And so, the best thing to do is consider what your tack cost you. If it's working for you, how friendly you are with it and caring about it. So bring it in. Find a place that's dry, mouse-proof. Bring it in. Take it in. Bring it in the house. Store it somewhere. Make a point, because that's dang expensive stuff. I've seen it before where people don't care for their saddle, where they allow that stuff to just mildew, rot, absorb moisture, weaken. And I've seen cases where a guy riding with me, all of a sudden his saddle came apart. I mean, came apart. The rigging came apart. It just when I got him up off the ground because he piled up and got the saddle picked up, I took a look at it and went, "Holy crow! I can't help you get out of here with this. That damn saddle's rotten. The rigging's rotten. What you never took care of it." So all of this is an avoidance. Now, one of the things in the military, you'll find maintenance is a major issue. You go to the fire department, maintenance issue. In fact, we used to have to crawl under our engines and actually sometimes wipe the carriage down. You'd wipe the underside, called pulling a carriage. Get some stove oil and wipe off touch everything. Well, I told you if anything was broken or breaking, you'd also clean it up, but it was a maintenance issue. It's a look at see. So bringing your tack in, cleaning it up, keeping it dry, bringing it in after it's been wet, storing it in a place that will dry out slowly, but dry out, and in some place that's rodent free. I went out one time years ago. I had left a mohair cinch laying and gooseneck in my trailer. I didn't remember I didn't. I moved a lot of stuff in and out over the years, and thing about it is I'd move it in and out almost weekly. And every now and again, you'd get something set off in a corner and you'd forget it. So I got in there, found, next spring I found this mohair cinch of mine. Well, I tell you, there was some critter that had one heck of a nice soft nest made up that winter. So just remember that. Take better care of your tack. Your tack is important. Your pack gear is important. You don't bring it in after elk camp and throw it up someplace in the garage and pull it out next year. You're going to using it, and all of a sudden you're going to find out it's going to carry away on you. It's not going to be pretty. It'll break. It'll tear. Your cinches will be eaten. So all of that is these are just a little reminder to you folks that we're in the dead of winter. I should have done this probably in September to bring it to your attention, but it hadn't been brought to my attention. I didn't think about it. As soon as I thought about it, I thought about you guys. Okay, folks. Sue, you got anything else to add to that?
No, sounds good.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, folks, I thank you all very much for coming by. I hope this was some interest to you. Remember to ride as often as you can, but please, please, please ride safely. And we'll see you all in the next one. And there will be a next one. Bye-bye.